During the war in Ukraine, several Western countries sent their armaments to Ukraine. Their biggest supporter was definitely the United States, that sent weapons such as Abrams tanks, Humvees, HIMARS, and Strykers. And from April 2023, the U.S. has delivered a total of 186 Bradley fighting vehicles. However, the delivery of the M2 Bradley was overshadowed by other weapon systems, such as the HIMARS and Patriot, which were believed to have a far greater impact on the war than the Bradley. Don't get me wrong, the HIMARS has helped incredibly the Ukrainians. In fact, it's reported that Ukraine has shot over 9,500 missiles from HIMARS missile launchers. Same thing for the Patriot air defense system. It's reported that a single Patriot battery has already downed 18 enemy air targets, including 10 Su-34 strike aircrafts and even a hypersonic missile. But now, let's talk about the Bradley. The M2 Bradley entered service in 1981 to counter Russian BMP infantry fighting vehicles. The Bradley was developed as an armored personnel carrier and to work closely with the Abrams tank. The Bradley is armed with a 25mm M242 Bushmaster machine gun and also has TOW anti-tank missiles. The Bradleys first saw combat in the Persian Gulf War, where they had an incredible impact. Only 20 Bradleys were lost, of which 17 due to friendly fire, and the Bradley destroyed more enemy vehicles than the Abrams tank. The Bradley was also extensively used in Iraq, and even though it performed well, it proved vulnerable to mines, explosives, and RPG attacks. Some 150 M2 Bradleys were destroyed in the Iraq War. The Bradley was updated several times through the years, and in 2023, after the Russian invasion of Ukraine, 186 M2 Bradley were sent to the Ukrainian armed forces. They were first seen in combat in the Ukrainian counteroffensive in June 2023. However, the start for the Bradley was pretty tough. They had to go against well-defended Russian positions in the south of Ukraine, which led to several of them being destroyed, especially because of mines. But despite the rough start, the Bradleys had a chance to prove themselves in the Russian winter offensive. Most notably, a Ukrainian Bradley was filmed defeating a Russian T-90 tank. This tank is the most modern tank that Russia has. The T-90 is supposed to easily destroy a Bradley, as its 125mm gun would easily overwhelm the Bradley's armor. However, the Ukrainian crew displayed incredible courage and skill, and first they blinded the tank by destroying its thermal cameras and then damaged the turret rotation system, which caused the turret to spin uncontrollably. Finally, the tank crashed into a tree, and the crew fled the vehicle. In another video posted on the internet, a M2 Bradley was filmed destroying a Russian BMP. It's also reported that the Bradley later destroyed other 2 Russian BMP. This ultimately shows the success of the Bradley as a vehicle. The Bradley was first designed to carry troops to the front line and to protect them from infantry and light vehicles. However, in this war, the Bradley has shown how much more it can do, even turning into a tank destroyer despite its light armament. The Bradley is so good because of its efficiency. It combines good features that put together create an incredible vehicle. First, its armor can withstand rounds up to 30mm, which is more than its competitors such as the BMP-2 and the BMP-3. With its reactive plates, the Bradley is also very protected against anti-tank weapons such as the RPG. As I said before, the Bradley has a 25mm cannon and 2 TOW missile launchers. All of this is combined with a maximum speed of 65 km per hour and a range of 500 km. The Bradley can also float in the water if equipped with a special flotation device, such as the one you can see in the photo. The Bradley might not be the best infantry fighting vehicle anymore, but for a vehicle designed in the 80s, it's still very capable and has proven itself to be better than its Russian counterparts like the BMP-3. According to various sources, the U.S. has at least 2,800 Bradley IFVs in storage, which means that they are not currently operated by the U.S. military. And however, the U.S. only sent Ukraine 186 Bradleys, which means that they have sent just about 7% of the Bradleys that they have in stock. In my opinion, it's pretty useless that the M2 Bradleys are collecting dust in storage facilities while they could be used to do the job that they were created for, which is to destroy Russian armored vehicles. Moreover, the U.S. Army plans to replace its Bradleys with the new XM-30 armored fighting vehicles. This would mean that most Bradleys would be scrapped without ever being deployed. What do you think? Should the U.S. send more Bradleys to Ukraine? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more videos like this, subscribe to the channel.